Angikam bhavanam yasya vachikam sarvavangmayam aharam chandratarathi vande satvikam shivam. Whose bodily movement is the entire universe, whose speech is the language of the universe, whose ornaments are the moons and the stars. I offer my salutation to such a marvelous, serene Shiva. This is the prayer every dance performer in India recite before they start their performance. In India, there is this marvelous statue of Natraja depicting the cosmic dance of the Lord Shiva. And that's one of the most beautiful representation of this idea of cyclical creation and destruction of the cosmos. In this statue, the Lord Natraja in one of his four hands is carrying an hourglass drum. The sound of the drum is the sound of the creation. In the upper left hand, Shiva is carrying flame of fire that remind us that the universe is not permanent. Something that is created will eventually be destroyed. Creation and destruction goes hand in hand. Shiva himself is standing in the Abhay Mudra. Abhay Mudra is a fearless gesture that giving us solace, that don't be afraid and get lost in this cycle of life and death of this universe. There's always a gentle smile on his face that reminds us to stay calm, facing life and death cycle. One foot of Shiva is grounded firmly in the cycle of a creation and destruction, while other foot is swirling in the air untouched by the ignorance, reflecting the tremendous uplifting power of Kundalini against the downward force of the gravity. His one hand is directing the mankind to follow the path of the supreme energy of Kundalini, whereas there is a coiled snake on the fourth hand representing Kundalini itself. His long, beautiful, swirling hair, which are moving around carelessly in the space, demonstrate an ecstatic Shiva, an ecstatic dance of Shiva. The pious Ganga is emerging out of his tresses, represent the water element nourishing the universe. The big round halo around his body represents the circular nature of the universe, with no beginning and no endings. It's a marvelous visual representation of Shiva as Brahma, out of which the whole universe is created and in whom the whole universe eventually dissolves. It beautifully portrays the Panch Mahabhutas and Trigunas, the building blocks of this universe. Natraj or Shiva as Natyeshwar represents the beautiful synthesis of Indian metaphysics, traditional art, the ancient mythology, and the modern science. It represents truly the Brahman of Upanishads.